The fake is gonna fake, 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 fake. Heartbreak is gonna break, 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 break. And the need is gonna need. But I'm just gonna read. I read it all, oh.
Hello there everybody, my name's Miranda and welcome to my first Top 5 Wednesday video since summer. How did that even happen? And today's topic is going to be your top 5 rereads, which are books that you just love to reread. And this is one of the things I think that unites book lovers. People who are just casual book aficionados or hate reading, they don't understand what it is to reread a book. They're like, if you read it once, why would you read it again? Oh my gosh, they don't know what they're missing. So let's get on to my top 5 rereads. It's a goal! That was supposed to be Mario if you can't tell. Oh well. Okay, so I thought I'd start off the list with the book that I'm currently rereading, which is Paper Towns by John Green. Now, I read this book about a year and a half ago when I was just getting introduced into the wonderful world that is John Green books. And I have to say that this isn't my favorite John Green book. That's Abundance for Catherine, the book that nobody ever seems to talk about. But this is definitely a close second. I can't really remember, though, what goes on in it. I just remember loving Margot so much and it just going on a journey that was really different and really unique from everything else. Now that the movie's being filmed, I'm even more excited for Paper Towns. It's kind of all over my social media right now. I see it on Tumblr. I follow Cara Delevingne on like everything, Instagram, Tumblr. I love her so much. I feel like she's gonna be a perfect Margot and I really just can't wait for the movie. So now I just have to read the book to content myself until the movie comes out in June. But as I'm reading it, oh my gosh, I can picture Nat Wolff and Cara Delevingne in the scenes that I'm reading and it's just making me so happy and so excited for this movie. I really can't wait to see it and I love Cara so much. And hopefully I'll have a book talk up for it after I finish it, so keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested. Number 4 is going to be Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I feel like I talk about this book a lot, so you guys should all know by now how cutesy and adorable I think it is. But it really is. There's no really big love triangle. Actually, now that I say that, there is kind of a love triangle, but not an annoying one, surprisingly enough, because you always know who's going to be the end couple. And if you're like me and you love France so much, then you're really going to like Anna and the French Kiss. And I actually don't mind these old covers. People hate them, and I don't really like the Lola and the Boy Next Door one, but this cover isn't gross to me like everyone seems to think it is. So I really like rereading this book. I think it's a great one, especially now that it's winter time. If it's ever snowing out and you're just like, man, I wish I could be somewhere else. It's like a passport to Paris without the plane trip. Oh my gosh. So if you still somehow haven't read this book, because I feel like every single booktuber out there recommends it almost unanimously, then you really should pick it up, and now's a great time to pick it up because it'll automatically transport you to Paris and make you seem really smart when you go to Paris. Because if you've read the book, you know the point zero they go to? When I went to Paris, I really wanted to go to it for this book. So I would ask everyone, I'm like, where's point zero? Where's point zero? And every time I asked like someone that was from France or something, they would be like, wow, I'm surprised you know what that is. Not many tourists know what it is. And I was like, thanks, Anna and the French Kiss. So guys, definitely read it. Cute romance, cute story, cute background, cute everything. Thirdly, I have If I Stay by Gail Forman. And if you know anything about me, you should know how much I cry over this book. I mean, it's gotten to the point where it's a little ridiculous, but at the same time, it's worthy of it because this book is another one I think is important to reread every once in a while just because of the lessons it teaches you and the meaning it gives you and kind of teaches you to appreciate the things you have, but then even if something bad does happen, there's still good things left in your life. So I think it just has a really good, strong message overall. And then the movie came out, of course, so if you happen to see the movie, of course now is a great time to reread the book. I just read this book this year. I've been really horrible about reading it because I just thought it was going to be so sad that I couldn't handle it. But once I started seeing the movie trailers, I was like, I have to read this book so I don't go into the movie not reading the book. I don't like to do that. If you've seen the movie but haven't read the book, now's a great time to read it. Even if you have seen the movie, I feel like you should go reread it after. That's a thing I like to do after I see a movie. I like to go reread the book because sometimes if the movie is awful, I'll be like, please remind me why I like this, which wasn't the case with If I Stay. I really did enjoy the movie, but still the book is always better in this case. Even though I really like the movie, the book just has a soft spot in my heart and I really like reading it and rereading it and rereading it again. So that's my life. Second to last, I have Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. This is the first book in the Percy Jackson series, the original one, not Heroes of Olympus, and I really love the Percy Jackson series. I could read probably any of those books except Last Olympian because that one just didn't really work for me, and I would love every single moment, but this book is the one that started it all for me. This is the one that made me fall in love with PJ Jackson. You can even see, I don't know if you can tell, but like it's really creased and like wrinkly, and that's just because I've read it so many times. I just love it so much. Even though it's the movie cover, I like the movie cover. Don't be offended that I like the movie cover, please, because the movie is what actually introduced me to the Percy Jackson fandom and the books, so I wouldn't even know about these amazing, awesome books if it wasn't for that sucky, crappy movie adaptation. So see, at least one good thing came out of the Percy Jackson movies. Right? And for my number 1 reread, I have picked a book that I talk about many, many times on this channel, so you can probably all guess it by now. It's going to be The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. And look, I just pulled it off my shelf, and look, it's got a little wrinkle. I don't like when my books have wrinkles. Ugh. Anyway, The Retribution of Mara Dyer, the third and final book in this series, finally came out last month. So now that we have a wrap up and that everything has kind of come together, I think now is a great time to go back and reread the entire series so you can see the little plot twists and kind of foreshadowing that you missed before you didn't know what the ending was going to be. And I feel like there's a crap ton. I've already seen some on Tumblr of people who are more gift making inclined than I am and also better at analogies than I am, see the connections that have been throughout these books that have been waiting for us to discover. And I just think The Retribution of Mara Dyer was such a fantastic ending to a fantastic book. And even though there were 50 plus ways we had all predicted it would end, not one single person I saw actually got the correct way that it ended. So I think that's really amazing that Michelle Hodkin was able to pull that off and pull it off well. So now that that's all over with, which I feel like a big part of me is missing now that there's going to be no more Mara Dyer books, I want to go back and read the whole series just to discover it all over again and now see the connections that I missed before. I love it so much! Oh, okay, so these are my top 5 rereads, as you can see. If you have read any of these books down below, please feel free to tell me what you thought of them. Should I hold it like this? I don't even know. I'm trying to make these not fall. But thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to be told when I make more top 5 videos. Now, I'm Miranda, and I will see you next time. Bye!